What's going on, everybody? We are back.
Oh, Knicks, uh, Mick, Chris, uh, I don't know. What's
Uh,
another thing that rhymes with what's another thing that rhymes with X?
Ix. Ooh,
Yeah, or like ends with an X. Bo Knicks, Hick six, McNuggets, Pistons and six. There he is. I figured it out. I got there, guys. I'm sorry.
let's see, bro. Twitter been wilding with these. Josh Hart, Paul Blart, Mario Kart, don't matter. Pistons and six.
There it is.
And
There
then
it
they got,
is.
then they got this picture on Twitter. Oh,
He's a dog.
that's awesome. That's
Let's
awesome.
actually let's start off like there. Let's start off with there.
I like
Pistons.
it.
Our Detroit Pistons are going to the playoffs for the first time since what, 17, 18, something like that?
Mm-hmm.
17, 18 season. 17, 18 season.
Or it
Zach
might be
was 3
18,
years
19.
old.
One of the two. Like Griffin.
Zach and I, we were both 3 years old. Uh it's been a
Sorry.
while, guys.
That's
It's been a while, okay?
that
So they it's been a while. Now we're both 21. So
is true.
the math is mathing. Okay, do not question my math.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway,
This is why he's going
it's
to
been a long time.
aviation,
It's been a long time. Actually,
not
it's been
mathematics.
even longer since they won a playoff game. Or was that the same
Yeah.
year?
No, no, we didn't win a series. We didn't win
Wow,
any.
we didn't win a single game in that series.
I don't know if we won a game. I know we got smoked though. It might have been a.
Okay. I thought like the last time we won an actual playoff game, that was like back like before 2010.
It might
Like
like we
Rasheed
we've been
Wallace,
we've been in a
Chauncey
rough.
Billups,
We have been
Rip
in a very
Hamilton.
rough spot
Yeah, Tayshaun, like
in
all
terms
them
of
guys.
basketball.
Ben Wallace, Tayshaun Prince, yeah, all them. That's what I thought. But yeah, Pistons, Knicks, first game of the playoffs, Saturday tip-off, something like that.
Yep.
I'm excited. I'm hyped. I'm looking forward to it. I think it's gonna be a good series. I think we can win, hopefully.
Listen, we won. We matched up with them four times in the regular season. We went 3-1 in the head-to-heads during the regular season. You
There
know,
is some like
you know what's crazy to me?
what?
Colin Coward earlier today likes to talk. He goes, I think the Pistons will have more players ejected than wins in the series. That's crazy.
That is kind of crazy.
That's crazy.
But to your point that you made, yes, we beat them 3-1 this year. The last time we did beat them, they didn't play any of their starters, or they played like the three main guys. They just let them sit. So there's like a couple stipulations though.
I
And
don't
it's just,
care.
I just feel like it's a lot. I don't know. I
That
agree.
gives us
Like
fuel for
it's
the
nice
fire,
we
man.
did that. I'm just saying like some of those games date back to like 2024. Like a lot has changed. And the Knicks are healthy now. I heard they weren't that healthy like during a couple
It's
times that
because
we
it's
played
because
them.
Thibs likes to run them boys 40 something minutes a game, you know? That's why they're not
Yeah.
healthy. I mean, like we've seen what's happened with most of the Thibs coached teams in the past, you know. His Bulls
Yeah,
team,
that's true.
what happened with Derrick Rose? He was exhausted, tore that knee. Um, it's like that for every team, even his when he was a Timberwolves coach. You remember when he had Jimmy Butler and I think he had Cat there too for a second.
Yeah,
Um,
he's bounced around a
he
little.
runs those guys. He runs like these like during the regular season, he runs at most a nine-man rotation, and that's just
Mhm.
crazy. For the playoffs, he'll probably even go less. He might give, but those starters might play most of the game. Like it'll be crazy.
So what
Uh,
do you think is like the key to success for the Pistons, or if you want to win this series? Because I definitely think the Knicks are really they're a damn good team.
Very gifted, very talented team. It's like if we
It's
we
not
can
going to be a
talk about it
cakewalk.
position by position, right?
Okay,
Center, they have an edge against us. Karl Anthony Towns has been the second best center in the NBA this year, right behind
yeah,
Jokic, who's putting up insane numbers. Should be the MVP front runner. You know,
100%. But
Jalen
he's done a
Duren
good
is
job.
a very physical defensive player. I love that. It'll be a good matchup between them. Um, Power forward's gonna suck for us, I think. We got Unk and Toby uh, going up against. I think OG and Anunoby's starting for them nowadays at the
Oh,
four,
jeez, you
which is
forgot
like
to have OG. Dang, yeah, that's gonna be a difficult matchup because they're so old.
yeah.
Unk is so old.
I love him. He's great for team chemistry,
Yeah, yeah,
but
he's old.
in terms of long-term success, I don't know if that's the um, answer. On a side note, real quick. The new president of basketball operations for the New Orleans Pelicans is Joe Dumars.
I heard about that.
And I don't know if you saw the one thing that
No,
the
I don't want Zion. I don't want
organization
Zion. I'm sorry.
said
I don't want Zion. I don't want Zion.
that people are saying he has a chance to do like what
I don't
Rodriguez
want
or no what
Zion.
Derek Jeter did for the Marlins and trade Giancarlo to the Yankees. People are saying he might just send Zion for a really cheap deal to the Pistons. Um,
I don't want Zion. Is that crazy? He can't stay healthy.
yeah, I like we've talked about this for football. The best ability is availability.
I just feel like
I just
I feel
don't
like
think
that's a
he's in the
waste of
right
money, a
environment
waste of
though.
time.
I
Huh?
don't think he's in the right environment, truly. Like the Pelicans have never given him a chance to get healthy, if you think about it like that, right? They've nursed him like a newborn baby. They have not given him the chance to go out and prove he can play 35 minutes a game, you know?
Yeah, that's
Because then
true.
they said, even Zion was pissed. They said they weren't going to go play him in back-to-backs. And he was like, why? Like, he's like, if I could, I would, but I play for the Pelicans. That was his exact like saying earlier in the year. So,
Oh wow. I didn't know it was that bad.
yeah, he's
So
not been happy.
mm,
But
maybe. Who would you give up for him then?
I don't know. We'd have
That's
to
the
give up.
thing. Like
Unfortunately, I think we'd have to give up
our team chemistry is the best in the league right now.
100%.
It's it's hard. I know like obviously you have to keep your core pieces and you have to give up, pieces who may not be essential for your success in the future, which is means you're gonna break up that chemistry and you're gonna have to break up that team. And ultimately, if you want to get better, because as much as I love this team and the chemistry, this isn't a championship caliber team.
You know what's
So
the
we need to get
craziest thing
those
about this
championship
team, though?
caliber players here. So
You know what the craziest thing is?
what?
We don't even have Jaden Ivey back yet.
That's true. That is true. I forgot about that.
That'll
I
give
forgot
us
about
another layer to our offensive game, but
Yeah, that'll help a lot.
we'll figure that out as the offseason rolls around, I guess. But um, in terms of small forwards, Josh Hart's their guy. We're starting the Thompson twin. Um,
Yeah. I'm
so,
sorry.
so I like it, honestly. I think that's a winnable matchup for us.
I
Sort
think
of show
so.
nice flashes of potential. Plus our six man Malik Beasley, who I don't know if you saw officially
Breezely.
Beasley, yes sir, officially led the league in threes, which is crazy
I
to.
thought I thought I thought Anthony Edwards beat him by one.
Did he go back in? I saw the clip of him saying, "Let put me back in. I want to beat him."
I thought he did go back
Did
in.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
He thought
Um,
so.
Either
Don't
way,
quote
though,
me
that's
on it.
still insane to come off the bench and do that.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Huge for
I
us.
I agree.
Um, I forget who's been starting at our two lately, but anyway,
Is
I
it is it is it is it Cade or Schroeder?
I mean, I think Cade runs the one.
Oh,
Let's
okay.
let's pull up their depth chart real quick just so I can. But they
I'm
got
trying to
Mikal
think. It's
Bridges,
it has to be either Cade, Schroeder, or
Tim
not
Hardaway.
Howard. Oh wow.
Yep.
He's starting?
Yeah. So I mean, even if that's Mikal Bridges or if that's Josh Hart, whoever they put where, that's still a rough spot for us.
Yeah.
Cade runs the one, obviously, with
Yeah.
the
You
backup.
see, it's interesting because I do think Cade will be the best player on the court like throughout the whole series,
I agree.
but it's just about like the Knicks might have the next three or four. That's the thing.
Yeah,
Best players after that,
I saw an NBA insider rank for our matchup, like the 10 best players, right, for the Knicks Pistons matchup. And it went the order was a little funky towards the end, but it started at like Cade, then it went to Cat. Then the guy had Jalen Duren, then he put Jalen Brunson, then it was Mikal Bridges.
Wow.
And then the last like three or four, like the 10th was Josh Hart, ninth was like Tim Hardaway, and then um, eighth was like Tobias Harris or something like that. I forget.
Okay.
But it's a
Okay.
weird list. For him putting Jalen during that high I was a little surprised.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But
For sure.
that's
But
one
again,
thing.
I think one of the other ultimate keys to success for the Pistons is the NBA. I feel like obviously we've kind of developed this mentality, which I like, of like, hard nose, grit, physical,
Bad boys are back.
again,
That's what they're
bringing back
saying.
the bad boys. I just don't think the NBA wants to see the bad boys on national live television. I'm not saying it's good or it's right or wrong. I'm just saying we need to keep our temper. To your point, Like what did you say? You said availability is
The best ability is availability.
exactly. So if we don't have our players, I'm not even talking about like injury wise, like calming your tempers,
Yeah.
letting stuff kind of go, like still being physical, still having that gritty mentality, playing hard nosed ball. I agree with that, but like to your point, like you said, like ejections, what Colin Cowherd said. First of all, he sucks. But anyway,
He's
talking
no.
about him and stuff, it's just like we we can't let that get to us and we can't beat ourselves because there is a scenario where I think that like we can beat ourselves and ultimately lose the series because of that. We
Absolutely.
can't let that happen. I think that's a key thing that we have to take into account, and that's something I would really, if I was a bigger staff, that would really like harp on in the locker room, telling them like, "Yo, guys, like you made it, you're here, we can win this thing, but you need to like low, like a little bit, just tone it, like like tempers. Keep your
Yeah.
tempers in check.
You can't let the
Play
emotions
rough,
get the
play
best of you.
hard, get fouls. Keep your tempers in check. We need all these players. We need
Absolutely.
all these players for the success of our team in the future and winning this series. We cannot have people getting ejected or flagrant fouls, unnecessary flagrants,
No. Yeah.
unnecessary technical fouls
Yeah.
that lose us the game, over BS. So that would
That's
really
what,
harp on that if I was bigger staff for
in
sure.
terms of anger issues, I'm hoping Isaiah Stewart's good to go. He's still day to day though. Um, so like that's a huge thing. I mean, he's known for his temper, but he also gets the team going, it really boosts overall morale, I think, once like a nice block happens and everybody gets kind of fired up on that regard.
Oh
But
yeah, for sure.
I don't know. I think JB Bickerstaff's going to go in with the mentality of these meetings is nobody thought we would be here. That's a common thing.
100%. No one
You guys
thought.
you guys
14
were the
wins to
worst team in
over
the league
40.
last year.
Yeah, over
Now
40.
and now you're a sixth seed
What?
in the playoffs. Look at
Not
look at
even a
the
play in,
one
a
year can make,
solid six
right?
seed. You don't even need to play in a play-in game. That's a crazy turnaround.
It is. Like I think, in my opinion, JB got to be coach of the year. Like truly, I don't see there being a better candidate. I know Kenny Atkinson for the Cleveland Cavaliers is I think the front runner.
Ah, yeah, he's another front runner.
I think JB Bickerstaff to go from the worst team in the league to a six seed in the span of a year, with our most notable addition being Tobias Harris. Come on, that's
That's true.
unheard of.
That's true.
It's not like we got a
Yeah,
star
I
player.
completely agree with you.
No, it's not like we got prime LeBron James coming to the join the Pistons. It's no, we
Yeah.
had we had a 33-year-old, I think, Tobias Harris.
And was Beasley on our team last year?
No, but yeah, yeah, that we
Him,
also
okay.
did get
And
him.
then with Ivy hurt.
Yeah,
Like imagine if he wasn't. I say we win another, I'd say we bump up another 5 or 4 seed,
yeah. I'm happy with where we are, though.
possibly.
To be honest,
Yeah, I'm cool.
I don't want to play the Pacers. I think we lost majority of those games this season. It was like embarrassing games too for us. We did not look very
Yeah.
good. Um,
I don't know why, but I feel like the Pacers would have been a little bit of an easier matchup compared to the Knicks for us.
you would think that on paper, but like when we've played them head to head this past, like during the season, it was not.
Yeah. Really?
No, you would want
Sheesh.
the Pistons to go play the Knicks than the Pacers, um,
Okay.
which is kind of crazy to say, but um, yeah, I don't know. In terms of the playoffs, we have the last two play-in games today with, um, I think today and tomorrow. So Dallas and Memphis is planned for the not eight seed, and what is it? Hawks Heat for the eight seed on the East. It'll be interesting, I saw people are clowning. They're like, how do the Warriors always play teams that are hurt, Because John Morant got like a wrist injury or a wrist sprain or something. Um,
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like people like to make excuses.
Yeah, it's the Warriors. No one likes them.
That was a high scoring game too.
It was. I was
Versus
actually watching that.
second one. I didn't watch that. I saw the notification saying it was tied. I'm like, oh, I can't do this. Went to bed, but that was a good game. The Magic beat the Hawks convincingly so too. It
Oh
wasn't
yeah.
close for that one. I don't know, Evan. Who's your kind of front runner for the playoffs here? I'm at each side. Who do you see matching up in the finals?
Like on paper in the East, I feel like the Eastern Conference Finals. I feel like you got to go unless they could meet up before then. I feel like you got to go. Cleveland and Boston right now.
Yeah, that's the 1 and 2.
Um,
So, completely
and then
possible.
yeah, so the Western Conference, I feel like you gotta go OKC and the Lakers.
Yeah.
Lakers been balling, bro. Like Lakers been that Luka edition, like that was like that's night and day. Like that they have been balling, and even like
That
their
that
bench
is
has been
that is
balling.
pairing um Tim Duncan up with Kawhi Leonard, right? Like
Basically,
that
that's
is
exactly what it was. That's
that is getting David Robinson and then having Tim Duncan, right? Like that is
yeah,
unheard of.
like
Like, all these
that's I can like they're a team that addition right there made them a fine like a championship
I agree.
contender.
I agree.
Because if they didn't do, I don't think they would be in this good in this spot at all. So that yeah, adding Luca that boosts the Lakers up. In my opinion, I'm like if the Lakers won it all, would you be surprised?
First of all, that sparks like a whole chain reaction of conversations to be had after that, right?
Oh my gosh, I
Um,
can't imagine.
no, I listen, the LeBron
I can't imagine.
jokes
I
on
can't imagine.
social
Don't
media
even
right
talk about.
now
Don't even talk
are
about that. Oh
ridiculous.
my gosh.
They're crazy. But listen, I wouldn't be surprised though. You know, Shannon Sharp been pushing that narrative for months now. But I think it's funny. It's I think for me, something that's funny about that matchup altogether though was the Timberwolves coach was asked who's replicating Luca in practice for you guys. You know his answer? Joe
Hmm.
Ingles. Joe Ingles is playing Luka Doncic on these scout teams.
Jeez,
I, I don't know.
that's kind of crazy.
Be interesting to see. And then I've seen jokes online of people saying who it's like NBA Centel tweeted out today. JJ Redick said in a recent interview, Bronny James is going to be matching up against Anthony Edwards to stop him in this playoff series, right? But I just think
That's
the Lakers go
hilarious.
deeper, you know.
Oh, 100%.
Timberwolves still had Cat. The Timberwolves would be probably my favorites, right?
Yeah,
That was a good team. I don't know why that was the dumb of them to do.
I agree.
But the Lakers, I agree, are a front runner. I think the 2 seed in the Rockets from the West is a joke. I can't see the Rockets making a deep run. I could honestly
The
see them.
Rockets are a 2 seed?
Yeah, they're a 2 seed. They're going up against Golden State for the first round. I could see Golden State upsetting them. Truly.
Wow.
Yeah,
They were like that good?
apparently.
A
I
two
I
seed.
don't think they're that good, but
My goodness.
yeah.
That's shocking. That's surprising.
No, that's what I'm saying. I could totally see the Warriors upsetting the Rockets.
Wow. Yeah, no, I could too, 100%.
But
And
yeah,
then
back to like
but at the end of the day, it really kind of is OKC's Western Conference championship to lose, isn't it?
it really is. I mean, it'll be a good matchup between Denver and the Clippers. You know, the winner of that'll go play the winner of the Thunder and whoever they end up playing.
Mhm.
Which would probably be the Thunder. I think if the Thunder match up against the Nuggets, first of all, I'm so confused why the Nuggets fired Mike Malone, right?
Yeah, yeah, that was dumb. That
I've
was
seen
really dumb.
so
I
many
don't understand
reports
that.
saying that um, that the internal staff was pissed that he was giving Russell Westbrook minutes over some other guys, which is just no, like that's crazy. And then he was giving Russell Westbrook, Jokic, and Jamal Murray some special treatment compared to other guys.
Oh,
But
wow, the best players on your
yeah, I
team.
know, like you're gonna give a multi MVP player and guys that helped you win a chip, let alone another multi MVP player.
Exactly. Like
Like
what?
I don't know.
Yeah, that was very surprising.
I saw reports
That,
about like that
that could
meeting
hurt them.
where they told him he was fired. It was apparently like you could hear it from the parking lot, like the screaming. He was like
Wow.
they were saying he was furious, rightfully so too.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, he's gonna have a coaching job next year.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I'm sure with the Suns firing their coach, I'm sure they're gonna go after.
We'll go after him. Yeah, I agree. Unfortunately, the Suns aren't going to release Devin Booker, so we might not see him in Detroit.
We'll trade for him. It's cool. Um,
Yes.
I saw some things saying the Mavericks might try and trade for KD this offseason. So, um,
I don't. If I'm any organization, I really don't want KD in my team. I'm sorry.
no, I do
He's
not.
just a kind of he's turning into like a cancerous
Yeah,
teammate and player.
I agree. I think the Suns would have been better off still with Chris Paul than Kevin Durant and Bradley Beal.
They sold their souls for
Bradley
that
Beal
team.
was pissed with their coach Mike Budenholzer. Apparently, Budenholzer was telling Bradley Beal to go play like Jrue Holiday. He wants him playing like that kind of role, and Bradley Beal was not having it. And then, I mean, everybody on the internet's kind of clowning Bradley Beal. It's like, oh, how dare you have to go play, model your game after a Hall of Fame player in Jrue Holiday, and
Yeah.
I mean, because he is a Hall of Fame player, multi-defensive player of the years, um, finals now ring.
The Suns sold their soul for that Bradley Beal, KD, Devin Booker combination, and it shows.
Kevin Durant's probably been a part of, I think, the worst big threes, like the biggest failures of big threes, right?
Yeah.
He joined a national champion or yeah, national champion team in the Warriors right after they lost to LeBron. No shit, they're gonna win, right? Like,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I think my favorite is also the Thunder from the West, and probably like both one seeds. I think truly impressed me.
Yeah, I agree.
I think Cleveland could win it all though. I think they're my. I
They
like
could.
Thunder.
That'd be interesting. Cleveland winning something without LeBron. That'd be
LeBron
interesting.
would be crazy.
That would be kind of. I like to see that. That would be kind of cool.
I could even see LeBron like for his last year in the league, whenever that be, leaving the Lakers, right? Just to
Yeah.
reunite with if Cleveland stays this good, sign
Yeah,
him
100%.
like that cheap deal like a lot of these veterans do. Because he don't need money. He's you know,
Yeah, no, he's good. Yeah, he's fine.
that would be
So
crazy.
many endorsements. I feel like most of his money is coming not from the NBA anyway
Yeah, you see
at
he
this
just got
point.
that exclusive Barbie deal too. Like that's crazy.
I saw. Yeah, he's making more money than
Good
he can handle.
businessman. Um,
Great businessman.
yeah. But let's see what else. We got college basketball in terms of that. I mean, Michigan State's Trey Holloman left for NC State, just announced a couple days ago.
Yeah.
I was shocked that he chose
Xavier
NC.
Booker. Me too. I was shocked he transferred in the first place.
Yeah,
It's like you could
especially
you
with
like
Jace
you
declaring
kiss
that.
you kiss the Spartan, like not even a senior, you kiss the Spartan and then you just leave. That's just
Crazy.
like I said, this NIL stuff is crazy.
Oh,
Speaking of which,
you
I got
see
our next topic.
starters for Auburn's team are transferring out. Like what? What has happened to college basketball,
Bro,
man?
college sports in general. It's
Michigan's
becoming
got the
just
number
like
one transfer class too.
who?
Michigan, right now they have
Ah,
the
dang it.
transfer class. Danny
Bro,
Wilson played though.
college. It's unfortunate. It's like college sports in general, they're just collapsing. And it's really just getting because like if you ask me 5, 6 years ago, like what's why I like college football over NFL, because it's like these guys are just they're not getting, obviously scholarship. Outside of scholarship, they're not getting paid, They're going to these schools for rivalries and pride and
It's not that
doing this
anymore.
and that. And that's gone. And I don't think
Business.
we'll ever see that again. People
No.
go to school for 1 year and then they just transfer out because so maybe somewhere they never expected to go, they never wanted to go because they can just get a higher,
Teams
a
did
more
that with
bag
BYU.
there, a bigger bag.
Yeah. Like to your point, I mean, you have a great example is I forget what the football player's name was, but he went from Ohio State to Michigan or something like that. That's crazy.
Yeah, exactly. Like he would never do
You can't
something
do
like that.
that.
Like
It's
it's just,
embarrassing,
yeah,
I think.
it just I don't know. I don't know how
He
to
values the
control it or what
sport.
to do. It's
He
just,
values
yeah,
the
the
whole
sport is
meaning of
just
everything, right? It compares
exactly.
to
So like
college,
at this
compares to
point, it's
baseball.
like at this point, it's kind of like, oh, maybe the NFL is starting to get better than college football, or like professional sports. And it's
Yeah.
like I would like I said, 4 or 5 years ago or like earlier, I would have never said that.
No.
People like, they're playing to make it to the NFL. They're playing to get that bag. Now it's like they're getting it in college. It's just like they just no passion.
No.
People just they're entering the portal over BS and they don't like one thing and I can go somewhere else. It's like it's just
That's
I
what's
don't
here.
know.
I mean, look at this whole thing with Cooper Flag. Oh, maybe I'll come back for another year. What? In what world have you seen the unanimous number one overall pick say, I think I might come back for another year? That just
Exactly.
does not happen, right? Like, I don't know. I think the transfer portal needs some regulations as well, too.
100%.
I think
Like I think
I think people can't transfer out until the season is fully over, Scottie
yeah.
Pippen, kid from Michigan, said he was
Transfer out mid tournament.
mid-tournament. That's crazy. Your team's still
That's
active. You're
insane.
like, I'm good.
Yeah. Like
What?
that's just ridiculous, man. It's hard to watch, and I just see some of these reports. I'm just
Yeah.
like why? Like it's just you just kind of got to shrug your shoulders, and be like, just
No,
why?
I agree.
Whatever. It's kind of yeah. It's sad to see. So, but I don't know. We'll see how it is. And it's unfortunate because it's like now that everyone's starting to play the game, and this is like Michigan State, it's like, yeah, I know you guys want to be traditional and old school, and that's Izzo's mentality, but dude, if you want to win now, you gotta play the game.
Yeah.
You want to win, you gotta drop a bag, you gotta play the game. I know you don't like it, but dude, like people like sports evolve, and unfortunately, whether for the better or not, you gotta evolve with it, and or else you're gonna get left in the dust. Which is why I think that if Michigan State doesn't make some big moves, especially on the basketball side of things, Izzo's gonna go out with one championship forever.
Yeah.
Like if like who would have thought Dan Hurley would be like right as of right now, it looks like Dan Hurley's gonna have more championships than Izzo in his career. Is Dan Hurley nearly as legendary as a coach as Izzo? No. Yet he has
He's not even a good
more
coach, I don't think.
championships.
He was just put in the right position at the right time.
Yeah, I mean they got it done though, convincingly. You got to
Yeah.
give him that.
Yeah.
They got
No.
it done
Well,
convincingly.
unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah.
Um, I think I saw today the worst position right now in college basketball has to be Baylor. They have zero players on their roster. That is insane.
That's unheard of, bro.
That's insane.
That's kind of crazy to think about. Zero. Zilch.
Not one.
Jeez.
It's just I don't know. That's what I'm honest. I saw that. I was like that. How are you a college program with no commits, no transfers, and like two players declared for the draft?
No,
What?
bro.
With all due respect, one of those guys, I forget his last name, but his first name is VJ. He's a
Huh.
baller. And he's like a shooting guard. He's really, really good.
You know
Uh,
who else really pissed me off?
huh.
I think you know.
What's pissing you off?
Who? And then with the NIL made headlines. National news. Nico.
Oh my God, yeah, yeah. That's ridiculous. A holdout is insane.
A holdout in college athletics. A holdout in college athletics. What are we doing? And a player like Nico, not that good. Good against bad teams, awful against great teams. I don't try to knock people down, but at some point you got to be like, yeah, like if Jeremiah Smith did it, I would still think it's not okay, but okay, yeah. I'm talking about a guy who could be in the NFL right now, honestly. Nico, he had 116 passing yards against Ohio State.
I'm in the same boat as you. That is first of all, I think holdouts in general are the dumbest thing in the world, right? As an
Yeah.
athlete, how are you about it? Like I don't get that, right? But I had a conversation with one of Michigan State's NIL directors here last week or so. And he was telling me it's like getting to the point where like in these contracts, they say it's like, well, you're paying my guy $2 million or whatever it is to play 13 games. What if we make the playoffs? That's an extra game. Where's the incentive?
Like
That
it's just greedy. It's greed.
sports is getting ridiculous.
It's greed, it's money hunger, it's just sad to see, bro. Like, and I get it if it's like again, like when you see this stuff in like the NFL, I get it. Like, you have a family, you have other stuff. Like, listen to your job, like college, bro. You're here to
You're
get
get-
an education.
you're
You're trying
getting
to
a
get to
free
that level.
education. You're getting free room and
Exactly.
board. You were getting all the food
You
you could
want
eat.
more?
You were getting world-class training. You were getting every whatever your school sponsor is, Nike, Adidas, Under Armour, whatever it is. You're getting unlimited free gear for the team. Like, what more could you need, right? Like, it's truly crazy to me that these
Especially if you're
guys.
like a subpar player.
Yeah, no, that's
That makes no sense.
I don't get is how these like for basketball, right? It's a little bit different because you got to pay these guys differently because there's only like 15 spots on the roster. Well, I don't
Yeah.
get is how you have a guy who's averaging like 6 points a game, go get like 500,000 to $1 million in NIL, right? He is not that good. How are you going to pay a bad player that much money, right? Like it just doesn't make sense to me.
It
It's
doesn't. It's just sad to
out
see
of
the state
it's
of
been blown
college
out of
sports.
proportion. But you
It
can't
has
put a
been.
cap on it because then because then you're saying these schools are paying their players, right? Because there's no cap on getting a sponsorship, right? Just like in the NFL, you can't put a cap on that. So I think this was another thing in that conversation I had was the only way to really fix it is to say these players are workers of the universities and like unionize, right? Because then you have
Yeah,
regulations on how much like the salary cap for each university and each conference gets, you know? It's just
yeah.
it's ridiculous. But I don't know. That's that's kind of the state of college sports, I think, at this point.
It's unfortunate. It's
Um,
sad to see. It's upsetting.
yeah. Tigers are off to a good start, switching up sports here.
It's a great start. You're
Uh,
leading the AL.
I think so, actually. Yeah.
That's
Let's
impressive.
see. They winning right now.
We're playing right now.
They were. They won 6-1 to the Royals today. I will take that.
That's
Team is playing
solid.
good today. Or not today, the season so far. Um,
Yeah, they're like what was like 11-7 now.
yeah, I think the only real series loss that they had was to the Dodgers at the beginning.
11-8. Yeah, they're 11-8 right now.
Yeah.
Top of the AL Central. Yeah, they're playing good baseball right now. Scoob's going crazy.
Yeah.
It's just I've seen some stuff about Riley Green having a little slump.
He's in a little slump right now, yeah.
Yeah, which is it's interesting because it's like imagine being like we get Riley Green back that we know and love, and then compared with what Torque's doing right now
The
too.
Torque has taken that step up this year. It is truly impressive.
His
Very
homers
happy to see
already. He's
that.
pitched like
Um,
over 50.
yeah. Gleyber Torres is playing really well as well. Kerry Carpenter. Um,
Mhm. Oh yeah. Or
there's one other guy I'm blanking on right now.
Avi.
Javi's not been doing bad actually, which is crazy to say.
Eh,
No, apparently he sat down with Gleyber Torres at the beginning of the year, and they like had a nice long conversation and tried fixing some mechanics of Javi's, and he's he said, whatever happened is working, I guess.
yeah,
Um,
I guess.
Trey Sweeney, that's another guy that I was thinking of.
Oh, okay.
He's also playing very, very well. Um, we're doing good. I'm happy, you know.
Yeah, I agree.
So, um, Red Wings suck. They're winning games when they should be losing. We're only hurting our draft stock at this point. Whatever.
Kill
Uh,
the team on the next season. Kill the
yep.
team on the next
Yeah.
season.
I'm not the
On
biggest
another
hockey
note,
fan either, so like I'm not gonna watch anyway. But
I don't know if you saw,
Hmm.
but Brad Holmes said in a press conference earlier today, watch the I quote, this is quoted, watch the draft and get your popcorn ready.
Did you see they were talking about maybe
I
shopping
sent
out the
you know what I
JMO?
sent to my friends when I saw that? I don't
Huh.
know if I don't think I sent it to you. I don't believe it, bro.
Ooh,
Like
yeah.
you gotta make
Honestly,
I respectfully, bro. You just can't rely on rookies. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping.
do you think they trade JMO though? That's a huge thing apparently coming up
Oh, they
in
better not.
conversation.
Better.
No.
Unless it's for someone just like crazy.
I heard it would just be for another draft pick in the future, and then we'd get like Xavier, or not Xavier. Who's the guy from Texas?
Oh, Golden or
I have,
Isaiah Bond.
I think he's Bond.
Not Bond. He had like a sexual assault case.
Oh, I think I mixed them up all the time. I saw that though.
Yeah, no, there's a better receiver on tech. His last name was Golden. He's better than Bond,
Okay,
honestly.
then maybe that's who it was. Um,
Yeah.
I'd
Matthew, I
rather
think his
just
name is
get out with
Matthew
JMO
Golden.
personally, but
I, that's like get a keep J-Mo around. I just want to keep him. I want to keep him at least until his rookie contract is over. Then do whatever you want with him.
I
I want
think
to keep him until I having that. I feel like he'll only get better, bro.
I think something that makes this team so special, like we talk about with the Pistons we did earlier, um, is the chemistry, right? I don't want to do something that would harm it, and I feel like that would harm
Yeah,
it.
I agree. I feel like that would too.
So
The city loves J-Mo. The players love J-Mo. Like
I love JMO.
he's
The
act like he just he brings a certain attitude and swag to
only thing I
Detroit
don't
in
like
the
about him is he
football.
puts McFlurries
Yeah,
uh
that's
on his
disgusting.
burgers. That's kind of
That's
crazy.
that's that's no, we don't. I don't like
Still red
that. I don't
flag,
rock.
but other than that, it's cool.
That's
Uh,
disturbing.
yeah. Uh, I'm trying to think. I think that's about everything for sports essentially here.
Zach's new love is golf. And speaking of golf, Roy McIlroy almost sold the Masters the other day.
Rory did win. He got the little triple crown there. That's
Yeah, they call it the Grand Slam. Like
Grand
a
Slam. Sorry, yeah.
career
Yep.
Grand Slam. So
Yep.
he finally got that after I don't bro, if he would have like
It was like 20 something
sold
years
that.
since he
Yeah,
got it.
he's been around for a minute. But if he would have coughed that up, bro, he might have actually been in like a deep depression. He was this close to he was
Oh,
choking,
I
but
know. I was
like
watching.
it was this close to
Yeah.
dying,
His
bro. Like
putting was
he
not
was,
there.
oh my gosh. I was like,
My
there's no
putting was
way
not
he's
there
about
today
to.
either. So
Listen, you're a first timer, bro. But I was watching that. I was like, there's no way he's about to sell this. He is, oh, he can smell the finish line.
yeah.
But he didn't. So
Yeah.
good for him.
Good for him. Yeah. Absolutely. Um, Trying to think. Nothing else really going on in sports, I don't think. Um,
Yeah. Now that college basketball and football's over, it's like wait till we get wait till the finals are over, guys. We'll have even more to talk about then.
yeah.
164 games of baseball.
Oh yeah. We'll digest after each one of them, right? I'm kidding. I don't
Man,
baseball.
this is like the best weather comes with the worst TV.
I'll sacrifice it though. There's so much
Well,
more to
like
do.
that though. It makes sense
I
though.
don't
You
want to
should
be
be upset.
inside watching stuff in the middle of the day. You
Yeah,
know,
I agree. I agree.
like I'd rather go outside. We can go play basketball. We can go golfing. We can do a million things nowadays.
Yeah, I agree. And when it is
I,
cold
I
outside,
mean,
that's what you could be
we're
inside
both
watching
21. We
TV.
can now run up the casino, get our money's worth.
Oh,
Um,
here goes Zach in the
I'm
casino.
just playing, but yeah. Listen, I agree though. I'd rather be inside with the fall and the snow. Uh,
Exactly. When it's cold outside,
exactly.
you have more to watch.
I agree. So I think that's everything I got. You got anything else? No.
I don't think so. Go
All right.
Pistons.
Go Pistons. Yeah, it's gonna be exciting. First
Pistons
playoff
at
series in
6.
a minute. So
If it goes past 6, I think we'll lose. I think we'll
really,
lose next round regardless.
okay. Well, I guess the over/unders more players ejected or more games won.
That's just a crazy over under.
That's
It's
yeah.
just a crazy.
I already got my parlay for the Pistons game. I did that on
Oh my
Monday.
gosh. What is it?
Let me load it up real quick, and then I'll end it there. It is so it's a $10
Disclaimer,
thing.
Table Talk Sports does not promote gambling. We don't
Unless you're
you're
21, you do
in
whatever you want. Um,
oh
so
no.
I got $10 to win $80. I got Pistons winning, Tobias Harris over 10, Duran over 10, and Kate over 30. So it's
I
happening.
it's
It's
like your
happening.
first big boy parlay because you've been winning little $3, $4, less than $10 bets. This is
That's
like
not
your
true.
first
That
big
happened
boy
once.
parlay.
That happened once. Everything else is going. Still up like 100 something bucks in the sports books. So no complaints from me. With that being said, though, that is all we got for today in this episode. I don't even know what episode this is. I think this is like episode 25 or something like that.
Yeah, 24, 25, something like that. I can't remember.
Nice.
But yeah, guys, school's almost over. We're trying to get more content out to you, but finals, all that stuff. We got to lock in school first. Junior year, I'm about to be seniors. Kind of crazy to think about.
Crazy.
That's really crazy to think about, bro.
One more year and then the rest of our
Like
life.
we're closer to graduating college than we were like graduating high school. Like that's just like weird to think about. That's
Yeah.
just really like it's like tripping me out.
Yeah. You're closer to having a mortgage payment than you are to starting high school.
Man,
Ah,
that's freaky.
yeah.
That's
So,
freaky.
all
But
right,
take
guys.
care,
Y'all stay
everyone.
safe
Thanks for
out there.
watching.
Yep. Thank you
Yeah,
for watching.
thanks
Go
for watching. Thanks
Pistons.
for the support.